7 ways on how to communicate with compassion. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, hold your own. Number 1, think win-win. When you think of win-win, you think of both parties winning. So in a situation where you can benefit, make sure that both parties benefits. Or if you're in like a different setting, make sure everybody benefits from the decision that you're making. The intention that you always make is, I want to make sure that I win and you win. I'm not on the bad end of the stick, or you're not on the bad end of the stick. So with that being said, like for example, if I were in sales, I sold you a vehicle. The benefit is I get monetary gain and or benefit, and the benefit to you is that now you have a means of transportation, and reliable transportation. I'm not going to sell you anything that's going to be something that's a lie, right? So we all have to benefit. So, and again, when you think win lose, I sell you, I scam you, I'm wrong. You tell the whole world. In reality, I'm losing. I'm losing business. I'm losing customers. I'm losing reputability. I'm not communicating with compassion. I have no compassion. So therefore, there's no longevity. Do not be that individual. Number 2, your tone sets your tone. So your tonality can set the tone of a statement, conversation, anything, whatever the case may be. And it could be negative, positive. These things like, that was great. It's totally different from, that was a great, so your tone is definitely going to set an impression on anything, place, or even yourself, right? So you wake up and I'm going to have a great day, or I'm going to have a great, man, it's going to be a great day. You know what I mean? So make sure that you you realize the tone that you're implementing. Practice, practice, practice. Record yourself and listen to how you sound. You want to make sure you sound phenomenal. When I was in sales, they played back some of my stuff, and I was like, wow, and it made me face myself. Number 3 is eye contact. Eye contact is pivotal to communication because all the variables and things it can help when it comes to communicating with compassion. It has so many different things, a plethora of different things that are available to benefiting your communication with compassion. So a couple of those things is your attractiveness, your arousal level when it comes to intimacy, your undivided attention. So it shows a level of respect. You can sync brains. It's brain synchronization with the individual, especially their best friend, your comrade. You know, and they've done studies, and I'll try to post it, but they've done studies where when people are having a conversation with individuals, especially when they're taking a liking to them, excuse me, they do something called brain or eye dilation synchronization. So the eyes dilate at the same rate, or they have the same exact focal length, which is crazy, or size, excuse me, which is crazy. And some of the things how you can do to practice some of this things, you could stare in the mirror, you can look at talking head videos, and you can stare that individual in the eyes. You know what I mean? You can practice, 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 but make sure it's going to be uncomfortable. But make sure you're comfortably uncomfortable. These things are going to benefit you when it comes to communicating with compassion. Number 4 is body language. When you're having a conversation, stand up when you converse, even when you're over the phone. Studies have shown, or at least I think I could tell when someone is standing up or sitting down slouching. You call someone early in the morning, and they have this little weird voice, but you could tell someone is laying down or sleepy. You could tell when someone is attentive. So your body language means everything. You want to stand up. You want to smile. You want to be attentive. You want visual cues for yourself to know that, hey, I'm communicating with this individual with compassion, complete compassion. Number 5, know their name. Know their name. So what I mean by this is you have to know the individual's name that you're having a conversation with. If you don't have you and not only knowing the individual's name, enunciating and pronunciating the individual name that you're using. So when you're having these conversations or any conversation, repeat, repeat, repeat. You either repeating the individual's name or the residence that you reside. So, for example, if you look at the best comedians in the world, the so-called best, let's say the top performing, the most that have the most notoriety, these individuals that grab individuals' attention, they say, "Hey, America, hey, the Tulsa, hey, San Diego." Wherever they're at, they'll tell you exactly who they're talking to. So, with that being said, say the name. Also, want to say just another side note: the streamers, the very best streamers, say, "Hey chat, hey chat, hey chat." I really want you to lock in and pay attention. That these people say the name of the individuals that they're trying to get the attention of. Remember that. So know the name. Number 6, seldom visits make a long relationship. So the very first time I heard this information is from my grandfather. I didn't comprehend it holistically what he meant by that, but now that I've grown in my elder years, the people that I've had around me, right, the most, I tend to get in arguments. I tend to get um, uncomfortable around. I tend to nitpick, and I think that's a natural human experience. You know, there's things like cabin fever. There's things like sometimes you just need space from people, and I think for the most part, you want to make yourself a rare commodity. Everything rare is beautiful. You make your presence a present. You don't have to show up for every event. You don't have to be there every day. Because for some reason in the human psyche, people start disrespecting the people they see every day. They don't think that you're as great. A lot of people love on someone else they've never seen way more than they'll love the next person next to them. So you must utilize this information. Seldom visits make long relationships. Your presence is 100% a present, and you are a rare commodity. You are not here to be in everyone's face all day long. The only person you should make sure you fall in love with is yourself every single waking day. Love it. Number 7, draw your line. Setting boundaries is essential in competent communication. You lead with intention. You lead with a covenant. You lead with a plan, a rubric, a study. So, with that being said, I have to know myself to know where my boundaries are. Hey, I don't like when you do this. Hey, this makes me uncomfortable. Hey, can you relax or can you do this more? So, what you're doing is establishing a covenant with said parties, and it's more respectful for you whenever you go into a job, an occupation, anything that has to do with the contract. They let you know, hey, these are our rules and obligations. Why can't you set you in your own? See, and how this is communicating with compassion is people will respect those that respect themselves. So no one will respect you if you don't respect yourself. 100%, 100%. And when you feel good about yourself, when you draw your boundaries, you draw your line, you people will feel good about you. That's just what it is. You may get a negative setback when you initially make the change. Cool. People don't like change. People do not like change, and I'm gonna leave you with this. So change comes when the pain of staying the same is stronger than the pain of change. So think about it when you're coming up, when you're making the change. Just know someone is going to give you some backlash. Someone that doesn't know about what you're going through mentally. Grow, grow. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. Hold your own. And I appreciate you for listening. We gone.